Drop though to the low 40s and overnight lows into the teens likely. Finally, our deserts temperatures in the low 60s going into tomorrow, bumping it up to 67 on Monday and then back down. But those temperatures will stay above average starting tomorrow. Today, we're getting close to average finally for the Antelope Valley. Mark, Irene.
All right, Tony, thank you. And let's take a look at some of our headlines this morning.
My name is Jimmy Carter, and I'm running for president.
Now at 5 a.m., mourners are paying their respects to former President Jimmy Carter. This as he makes his final trip from his home state of Georgia. We have a closer look at the week of memorial plans set to kick off today.
And following the Cybertruck explosion in Vegas, we are learning new details about the man who set it off, what police are saying.
Plus, it is considered one of the highest civilian honors. A closer look at the recipients for the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
And good morning. Thanks for joining us here for Eyewitness News at 5 a.m. I'm Mark Cotaropolis.
And I'm Irene Cruz.
We do begin with this. Today is the beginning of nearly a week of funeral services to honor former President Jimmy Carter.
This morning, his body is being brought from his hometown to Atlanta for a service this afternoon. ABC's Faith Abube is live in Plains, Georgia, where the events will soon get underway. Faith?
Yeah, good morning to you, Irene and Mark. It's really a bittersweet day for this community, which has loved Jimmy Carter for an entire century. His family has been in quiet mode since the former president died. They've been reflecting quietly, having a private moment of grief and mourning. And for the first time ever, the public will actually be able to salute his casket today as the motorcade leaves this medical center here and makes its way through his hometown of Plains, Georgia.
This morning, a motorcade taking former President Jimmy Carter from his hometown of Plains, Georgia, pausing for a moment at his boyhood farm before making the 100-mile trip to Atlanta, arriving at the Carter Center where there will be a private funeral service and public viewing. Tuesday, his body will be flown to Washington, D.C., where he will lie in state at the U.S. Capitol. A national service at Washington's National Cathedral planned for Thursday before his remains are flown back to his Georgia hometown for a private burial. At the national service, his longtime friend, President Joe Biden, will deliver a eulogy. President-elect Trump also expected to attend. President Carter will ultimately be laid to rest next to his beloved wife, Rosalind, in Plains. He once called her his secret weapon. They were married for 77 years until she passed away just over a year ago. Jason Carter is one of his 12 grandchildren.
I knew that he was ready, and I knew that, he had said in these last few weeks that frankly, he wanted to go see Rosalind. That was his words. And that made us all feel okay with it, right? He is at peace. We were at peace.
Carter was born into a humble family in rural Georgia. They were peanut farmers. Carter enlisting in the Navy, becoming a state senator, Georgia governor, and eventually sitting in the most powerful office in America.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear.
James Earl Carter taking the oath of office in January 1977, serving just one term with challenges at home and abroad. But most agree his years after the White House were remarkable, building homes for the poor even into his 90s. And through the Carter Center, bringing fair elections and an end to diseases in places around the world.
He was an honest man. I think his legacy will be his honesty, his faith, and in politics, that's kind of rare today.
And Mark, Irene, there are so many people across this country, frankly, across the world, who want to pay their final respect. If they are in the Atlanta area over the next several days, they will get their chance to view the casket and visit with the former president's remains. He will lie in repose at the Carter Center in Atlanta from tonight all the way through to Tuesday morning. After that, he'll be flown to Washington, D.C. for that state funeral and a remembrance at the U.S. Capitol before being flown back here for that burial next to his wife of 77 years. Mark or Irene.
And on that note, that statement from his grandson was just so touching. What about dignitaries attending? You mentioned President Biden and President-elect Trump. Has the extended list of dignitaries, has that been released? Do we know who's going to be there?
Well, so they're releasing that information one day at a time, and so we haven't gotten to the actual state funeral portion just yet. But usually these state funerals would mean that all living former U.S. presidents would show up. It would be a time for them to get together. We're expecting that, but we don't have any confirmation at this point. We could see the Obamas, Bush, and the Clintons, but again, we're waiting for that. We do know that President-elect